We have so many amazing Asian-owned and Asian-inspired restaurants in our region. Lucky us. Michelin-starred Rooster and Owl on 14th Street celebrates the joy of sharing a meal at the table. Now, chef and owner Yuan Tang and Carrie Tang are celebrating Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month with a special collaboration. Chef Yuan and Carrie, thanks so much for joining us today. So tell us more about this dinner series. It's called Friends of the Flock. That's such an interesting name.
Yeah, so we have decided to, for the month of May, to invite some guest chefs into our kitchen, which is the first time we've done that ever in our kitchen, to really do a collaboration series to celebrate the month of AAPI History Month, or Heritage.
And why did you want to collaborate with these other chefs, and how did you decide who was going to be? Because there's so many to choose from.
I mean, there's a long list of really talented chefs in this region, so we just chose 4 that said yes to us. You know, I mean, we're super lucky these 4 particular chefs said yes to us. But really recently, I went to a trip to Hong Kong and China and got a chance to reconnect with some of my roots and taste some of the food that I haven't tried in a long time. And I really thought this is the right time to sort of bring that experience back and share that with all the diners here. And having all the guest chefs with me is also, you know, just a cherry on top.
Love that.
So.
What about some of these dishes? Carrie, do you want to go through them?
Oh, I'll defer to chef on this one. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing a 5-course dinner with each of the guest chefs in the month of May. So every Wednesday, we're going to feature a different guest chef. And the menu is going to be different every single time. You know,
Which is so exciting, yes.
Depending on what they're bringing into the table. And then we're going to, of course, make a menu that complements their cuisine as well. But one thing I do know for sure is we are going to start our meal off with our pineapple buns, which, as if you know, if you have been to Rooster and Owl, you know that we have had that on the menu since we opened 7 years ago. It is something that I grew up eating, one of the first things I fell in love with in food, and I just really love sharing that with people and making that the start of their meal, just like it was the start of my meal, my journey to food. So that is for sure going to be on the menu, but everything else will kind of vary depending on which chef is coming in and which night.
Right.
So.
And talk about the staying power of a Rooster and Owl. Carrie, we were talking about the longevity. You've been open 7 years now, and the restaurant scene has gone through some tough times.
Yes, absolutely. Unprecedented year after unprecedented year. And what we've really tried to do is make it more than just a meal, make it an experience. And hopefully these collaborations can really speak to that. I think as I look about Asian cuisine, it's more than just one thing. It's a wide variety of histories, perspectives, and that's what I see over the month of May, where it's ranging from bold Lao flavors to ones you know, Hong Kong background. We've also got some other partnerships coming in with Taiwanese flavors, and it's not a takeover, it's a collaboration. So for me, it's really meaningful to see fresh ideas and perspective really speaking to what we do at Rooster and Owl, which was originally inspired by a collaboration in itself, as Juan and I are the Rooster and the Owl that really came together over food.
I do love that story, and that's the best thing about sharing a meal. You can come together. And tell me about that storytelling aspect and about celebrating AAPI in your own heritage, as you mentioned.
Well, I think bringing people together, actually, you know, serving the food and their culture is a really powerful way to tell that story, to see where we come from and where we're going. And I think especially with the level of talent that we have in DC right now, the Asian American chefs are really bringing their A game and showing us something we've never seen before. And hopefully through these dinner series, we're gonna continue to do that.
It's very exciting. Chef Yuan Tang and Carrie Tang, thanks so much for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.